Hello everyone, this is your chess coach online. So today we'll be talking about a Benoni defense. So before we get to the board, so today's video is sponsored by chess.com. You can join by clicking the link in the description. So today our topic is Benoni defense for black. So let's first of all let's see how to you can start the Benoni defense. So before going into the board, the Benoni defense is a fighting way for black to respond against white d4. So which means white has to play d4. So the Benoni is a common opening among club level players and excellent weapon for aggressive players, although not as common among elite level players and grandmasters. Many strong grandmasters have utilized the Benoni throughout their careers. Its more prominent follower was former world champion GM Mikhail. So he won fantastic attack games in the opening. So the game starts, Benoni opening starts with uh, d4, and then the black responds with knight to f3, knight to f6. So then in next move, white plays pawn to c4. So black immediately tries to create imbalance, and the position plays the pawn to c5. So black immediately creates imbalance in the position, which leads to more decisive game. So black conceals white a space advantage in the center, giving them more freedom to maneuver their pieces. So I just let's first of all let's talk about the pros and cons of the video of the Benoni defense before we discuss this other variation. So first, why I like Benoni defense is it's because Benoni defense just imbalances the pawn structure. At this stage, you can see the black is trying to sacrifice his pawn. So if black takes, then his main pawn will be deflanked, and the black will have more central pawn. So another advantage of Benoni is in this game there are many lines which are mostly the straightforward, and you don't have to learn much of the theory. So, and last point why it's my favorite is because it leads to attacking position for black in most. So as you can see, it's a defense, but it's actually it actually lets the black to attack. So there are some other disadvantages of Benoni defense, which is it gives some space advantage to white. So as you can see, the white can just, instead of just taking the pawn, white, if the white moves its pawn to d5, then this creates initial good pawn structure for white. So in many cases, many points can become risky for black if the so in the future. So and so another disadvantage is black's position can easily be cramped. As you can see, if white goes to d5, then the black's main idea to capture yes. So the white's main motive wins. So let's talk about the main variations of Benoni defense. When you are playing black, and there are quite a few systems black can choose to play the Benoni, each leading to a specific kind of game. Below, now I'll be showing you, and the first one variation of the Benoni is the old Benoni. So let's see how you can play the old Benoni, and then we'll analyze the game. So the old Benoni is it's just simply different, because the old Benoni starts with d4, and at this stage, instead of black playing for the knight, just play c5. So c5 without any preparatory or developing move. If white takes the pawn, black can regain it through trouble. So black can just simply take it without any trouble, and with the move, just like he can just simply regain this position with the queen to a5 or knight a6, or simply by playing e6. So as the name indicates, the variation is not as common, and it is not to be with players performing and developing the knight before pushing the c4. So I recommend is black should always just, for the record, should in the second move should go for the knight to f5. So this was the Benoni old variation. So next one is the modern variation of the Benoni defense. So the modern variation of the Benoni defense is most commonly used, and as I have stated earlier, that it starts with when white plays d4. So first of all, the modern Benoni occurs with the move d4 and knight f6, and in the third move, black plays c4 and the white plays c5. So this is the main line Benoni modern variation. So black develops their knight and waits for white's second move before showing their cards. So the black second c5 threatens to exchange a wing pawn for white's central d pawn. So white usually respond with in the next d5. If white does play d5, they gain space in the center of the board but leave weak dark square behind. So black can take the advantage of these dark square weaknesses by developing their squared bishop to g7. So this was our modern variation, and there is some other variations like Zek Benoni and Snake Benoni, and there is also and one important step, a Benko gambit is also form of the Benoni defense. So the Benko gambit just starts with when you play. So the Benko gambit, as you can see on the board, I have arranged it. So the Benko gambit is the most popular line of the Benoni, and it starts with the move d4, knight f6, c4, c5, d5, as we have discussed this early, and b5. So black sacrifices a pawn to get quick and easy development. Black also enjoys good counterplay on the queen side if white decides to accept the gambit. So many lines and ideas stem from black's third move. So for this, you will have to read about the Benoni gambit. So this was, now you know how to play the Benoni gambit. So as you can, the Benoni gambit was first analyzed in 1825. So it came a long way from it, and today we have from old to modern, and then Benko gambit. So in the next video, I will be sharing some analyzing some game, starting and using some Benko gambit and some Benoni defense. So this was all, and now you know how to play the Benko gambit, and I hope to see you in the next video, and make sure to like and subscribe. And this video was sponsored by just.com, and make sure to be the part of the chess community. Thank you so much.